Many say the most exciting play in baseball is a triple. Not anymore. It's a nearly 300-pound man circling the bases. Kyle Blake's inside the park home run last night, the first for the Padres in over 6 years. 21-year-old Matt Latos made his major league debut exactly a month ago. The Padres hope month 2 goes as well as month 1. Cubs, by definition, are baby bears. Therefore, baby bears are not allowed to drink adult beverages. We're checking IDs. Cubs and Padres right now.
How do bears drink through their eyes? That's what I want to know.
He was drinking out of the eye hole, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Hey, welcome to Petco Park. Final game of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Welcome into the booth with Mark Neely and Mark Grant. The Cubs 10 games under 500 on the road, and a lot of their problems is what they have, or in particular have not done here at Petco Park this year.
Well, we know that Wrigley Field is labeled the friendly confines. Well, the road doesn't seem to be so friendly for these fighting Cubs who are trying to claw their way back to the top of the National League Central. You get it? Sure, I'm going there. But 57 games at home, 60 on the road, and they've scored 50 more runs at home. So, yeah, they like to swing the bats when the wind is blowing out at Wrigley, but the big boys like Ramirez, Bradley, Lee, Fukudome, those are the guys that aren't really getting the job done, enabling the Cubs to better that road record. If they want to keep pace in the National League Central, those guys are going to have to pick it up a little bit and start scoring a little bit more runs on the road.
Yeah, the Cubs have scored 7 runs in 5 games here at Petco Park this year. Final chance for them here tonight. Now, as far as the Padres, Kevin Kuzminoff early in the season, quite frankly, was scuffling with guys in scoring position. But right now, he's the guy you want up there in that situation.
And notoriously, I remember earlier in the season, Kevin Kuzminoff is traditionally a slow starter, and then he heats up as the summer goes on. But the most hits with runners in scoring position, which is so key. Kuz, he's fouling off some pitches. He's taking the low pitch the opposite way. When it's down and away, he's turning out some fastballs. It looks like he's got a real good feel of seeing the baseball, like the Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn says. Kevin Kuzminoff is seeing the ball out of the ham extremely well right now, and that's why he is producing with runners in scoring position.
With the pitching matchup for tonight, Rich Harden was scheduled to throw on Sunday at Wrigley Field, but that game was rained out against the Pirates, and he has been bumped to tonight. Harden has allowed 1 run or less in 39% of his career starts. Matt Latos had his 4-game winning streak ended in his last start at St. Louis tonight, his 7th career Major League start. And that's tonight's Union Tribune pitching matchup. Go beyond the game. Go to Padres.uniontrib.com. It is the finale of a 3-game series with the Padres going for a sweep of the Cubs with Matt Latos on the hill. Lineups at first pitch straight ahead. Gorgeous night at Petco Park for the final game of the series between the Cubs and Padres. And inside, the Padres taking the field. And let's take a look at the lineup for Lou Piniella's Chicago Cubs. It has Ryan Theriot leading off, playing short. Bradley, then Derek Lee in the 3 spot. He is on a tear right now on a 4-game hitting streak. Ramirez, the cleanup hitter. Then Fukudome, Soriano, Baker. He's hitting well. Hill catching, and Harden is the pitcher. Theriot to lead off. And we are underway. First pitch fastball at the knees. Matt Latos making the start.
Well, you like to have nice starts every time out, but that is just not the way it's going to work at the big league level. Matt Latos struggled last time out, 4 innings pitched. He surrendered 7 earned runs. We know what he's got. He's got a good, live, young arm. Let's see how he rebounds, because you know what, the stuff is there. It's how is he going to react between the ears after his last outing against the St. Louis Cardinals.
69 degrees at game time tonight. Theriot hits it up the middle, and the game begins with a base hit. San Diego's defense tonight. Headley, Venable, and Blanks are in the outfield. Venable getting the start in center field, his 11th in center.
William has the note card. He will check that frequently, like all the outfielders. Thanks to Rick Renteria for the cheat notes, the Cliff notes. You should call them the Rick notes, huh?
The Rick notes, that's not bad.
Yeah.
3rd straight start in center field for Will. Here's the Cubs right fielder Milton Bradley. Scoring to bunt and taking a breaking ball low. An appeal denied at third base.
Cubs trying to shake it up a little bit tonight. They're wearing the blue jerseys. Didn't they have the gray Chicago across the chest the last couple nights?
Yeah, they are shaking it up with the blue tonight. Cubs come in losers of 9 of their last 12. 3 games over 500 on the season, but 6 games behind the Cardinals in the National League Central. St. Louis beaten by the Dodgers last night, so that kept them 6 games out. Inside, and it is 3-0 on Milton Bradley.
You know, one thing I just noticed away from the batter's box, Derek Lee well out of the on-deck circle. He is halfway in between that on-deck circle and home plate, trying to get as close as he can to see what the stuff of Matt Latos is all about. Remember Keith Hernandez used to do that. He used to creep behind home plate. And you know what? Go as far as you'd like until the umpire says something. I'm surprised somebody's not saying, hey, get yourself back there on that on-deck circle. There you go. That's a great shot.
Slicing down the left field side, foul. 3-0 to 3-2 on Milton Bradley. Theriot led off the game with a base hit to center. See if they start him here on the 3-2 pitch. Latos checks on him.
I mentioned in the first game of the series with the Cubs, they're a team that waits for the long ball, not a lot of hit and running, but this would be a situation where they would definitely, I would think, if I was a betting guy, send Theriot.
Theriot on the move, and it is ball 4 to Milton Bradley, and the first 2 are on in the Chicago first inning.
This is the kind of inning that Lou Piniella hopes for, with Derek Lee coming up and the first 2 guys getting on base, wanting that long ball.
He hit that long ball in the first inning last night off the Western Meadow building, and 24 home runs on the season. All 1 is low. Big rip at the 94-mile-per-hour fastball.
And a located fastball at that. Outer half of the plate, and D. Lee a little tardy on that fastball.
Two on, nobody out in the Cubs first. And there's a good fastball, low part of the zone, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Last one, according to Argon, was 94. The one at the gun here at Petco Park, that one was 96.
'97 there.
If you can consistently hit that spot 8 out of 10 times, you're gonna do some things. But I think with that said, dotting the outside corner at the knees, I mean, a pitcher's pitch, right? But with 96, 97 stuff, I think you can afford to miss sometimes, and you'll still blow it by guys. Just got to be in the right spot, especially to a guy like Derek Lee. Maybe up a little bit. If you miss up and out of the zone.
That one up a bit, but again at 97. Foul back. The gentleman in the first row, the second deck.
He got that off the carom, off the wall. Came back to him.
Another 1-2 from Latos to Derek Lee. Blanco hangs on. It's a strikeout for the first out of the first. Look at that breaking ball.
That is some big league pitching. Let's check out the Carl's Jr. pitch track. He misses off-speed first pitch because of the fastball count. Okay, now he tries to get nasty. He's dotted that outside corner nicely. 3 times in a row he went out there. Elevated a little bit. But you see, timed it, and then the nice tilt on the breaking ball. Looked like a great pitch out of the hand. Ended up in a great location out of the zone, so he couldn't get hurt.
No pitch.
A little late there, huh?
Very late. Here it is in real time. Latos just threw it up there.
I hate that. Hitters, once again, getting too much credit. Oh, you need more time. Did you think it was a little late?
We see that all the time, though. Even later than that. Latos let up on the pitch. He only threw it in the 70s. He's 0-1 to Ramirez.
Getting back to that strikeout to Derek Lee. The last 4 pitches thrown on the radar gun. 97, 97, 97, and then the slider was 81 with some tilt.
Moves outside. 2 balls and a strike to the cleanup hitter, Aramis Ramirez. Lee fan for what has been the only out so far. Terrio single, Bradley walk. 2-1 pitch. Kuz. Eck. Adrius. 5-4-3 around the horn, ends the inning. The Padres turn their 109th double play of the season. 5-4-3. Hit a walk, a man left on for Chicago, and the Padres coming up. Bottom of the first inning. Let's check Bud Black's lineup card for tonight. And as Cabrera leading off, playing short. Then X. Adrian. Henley batting cleanup. Kuzmanoff at third. Venables in center. And Blanks. Blanco doing the catching tonight. Comes in with a 7-game hitting streak. And Latos, the pitcher, batting ninth.
Rich Harden on the mound for the Chicago Cubs. Basically a two-pitch pitcher. Sometimes he'll throw a third in there. Those pitches are a fastball, a changeup, and sometimes he will throw a true fork ball. He'll really wedge that ball in between his digits and throw the old Elroy face fork piece.
You saw the total numbers for Harden. He has a much better ERA on the road than at Wrigley Field. 6.31 at home, 2.28 on the road. Quickly 0-2 on Cabrera. And that got him. Came in with the 0-2 pitch. And Everth.
Not a lot of meat there on the inside part of the left elbow, huh? Oh, that's got to hurt. Well, one thing, I mean, you always try to look for a silver lining. It's not his throwing arm, right?
Correct, but he's obviously in some pain.
Yeah, that's a tender area. Paulie Babb, Navarro, the assistant trainer, will put him through some strength tests. Seems to be okay. See Rick Renteria being the translator there, so Buddy can get some quick information. Rick Renteria doing some obline with ECAD.
Does he answer to ECAB?
Yes, he does. Yeah. You know what's great about Everett? Every time you address, say hi to him, a big smile on his face.
Always smiling.
Good kid.
Unless you hit him in the elbow with a pitch, I should say. Always smiling. But he is on for Eckstein. High strike on the outside corner. Even in the series, 2 hits and 8 at bats. Ramirez to the edge of the grass at third, and a throw over to chase back Everett. 18 steals in 20 attempts. The 90% success rate is the best in the National League. Hill down to lead, but back safely is Cabrera.
You know, I spent some time today with Josh Stein. Remember Kevin Towers mentioned Josh last night?
He did, yes.
Talking about the draft and everything.
And his involvement with Cabrera?
Yeah, Josh does scouting reports, pitching reports. He does a lot of fine work for the Padres. Very integral part of their organization within. And I brought up Everett to him. And I thought it was really, really interesting regarding the Rule 5 draft and everything. You would be amazed at the legwork and the time they have to spend. They're going through literally thousands of players who are unprotected. You got to look at their numbers. You know, you might get a tip from a certain scout here and there. Hey, check out this kid. You know, you might want to take a look at him, whatever. But that's basically just flipping through pages and pages of information.
Right center field. Everett took off. Now he's got to get back, and the throw to first base, and got him.
Well, I don't think there was anything really Everett could have done there, because the slide at second base, we'll have to take a look at the middle infielders. Maybe they digged him or whatever. Maybe it took him a millisecond to find out where the ball actually was. He's off and running. Eck protecting. He skies it. And then Milton Bradley just has to fire a strike, and it's a close play. So let's check out Everett. Ball's hit. He slides. He's looking at, okay. You know, I don't think there's really much. Did he pass second base? I thought he slid, pop slide to the left of it a little bit and then headed back. No? Well, anyway, he's doubled up.
Yeah. Out regardless. Watch him going to the base. Yeah, would they have gotten him for not retouching second base?
Don't you have to make an attempt, though, to third?
Just come off the back?
I would assume it's almost like at first base when you overrun first base and you make that little turn. Once you commit yourself. You know, that's a good question. We'll have to look at. You got the rule book, don't you? You always carry the rule book with you.
It was lifted in St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody jacked it on you?
Yes, they did.
Ain't right.
2 outs. 2-1 to Adrian. Chase one down in the dirt. Well, that's something even in the rule book, though. Even in the rule book, you can read the rule, and it leaves some gray area for a play like that.
Yep.
It leaves room for interpretation. But I think your point well taken. He didn't make an attempt to go to third. He just kind of popped up off the base. Adrian, very good career numbers against Harden. 4 for 5 with a home run. He's off the 95-mile-per-hour high fastball. Three-two. Came up on it. Good play. Good attempt by the ball girl.
It was a tough carom there, but you know what though? Plenty of time to get in front of it. Just kind of overran it a little bit. Oh no, she's putting the helmet down. She doesn't want to be recognized. There are flights to Portland about 9 o'clock tonight.
Base hit past Derek Lee and into right field. Adrian singles.
Flirting with that first baseline, keeping this one fair. You know, if you want to throw the ball into Adrian, you have to get it way in or way down. That one catching too much of the plate.
Lead-up hitter Chase Headley. Good series for Chase. Game-tying hit in the 9th in Game 1 on Monday night. Scored a run and knocked in a run in the win last night. Adrian on with 2 outs at a 1-1.
You know, there are always those players, Mark Neely, who kind of fall into the category, what if, you know, Rich Harden.
What if he stayed healthy all the time?
My gosh, and I know that's out of guys' control. You know, you play the game hard, you're going to get hurt, right? But signed by Seattle, didn't sign, and then he was a 17th round draft choice by Oakland back in 2000. Disabled list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times in his career. You hate to see that to anybody. That right shoulder, right elbow ligament, giving him problems in the past.
Well, he's shown when healthy.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best. goes Adrian. And that's low, ball 4. For a 2-out walk and 2 men on for Kuzmanov.
And get that pitch count up there. And we talked about Kuz in the pregame show about runners in scoring position. Here we go.
Three-hit night last night for Kuz. He went 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position in last night's game. Wave and a miss. There are 2 pretty remarkable statistics about Rich Harden. One of which he has allowed 1 run or less in 39% of his career starts. The other is that when his team scores 4 or more runs with him on the mound, he has never lost.
You said never.
That would mean never.
Never ever?
Never lost. 37-0 in 48 career starts when his team scores 4 runs or more while he's in the game.
Pretty impressive.
That is.
But Styx had a song that said, never, never say never. But he's got the numbers to back it up.
It's not a grand illusion. No 2 pitch. Up and in. .4-mile-per-hour fastball, and the strikeout ends the inning. A hit, man lost on the bases. 2 men left, and after an inning, no score.
Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Next one coming up this Friday, August 21st, day after the game, for a Friday fireworks presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Fukudome leading off. Breaking ball up high. Hey, Bill Murray checking out the game here at Petco Park tonight. So we got that going for us.
Which is nice. Chinch bugs.
At the outside corner.
Manganese. He's a big Cub fan. Huge.
Low to Fukudome, 3 balls and a strike.
What did you think of Lost in Translation? Not a fan. I thought Bill Murray was good in it because it showed his other side. You know what I'm saying? Can play a serious role.
Right.
But I just thought it was too slow.
Deep left field. Headley, though, now actually curling back. Stays on the grass and makes the catch. 1 gone in the top of the second. Midfielder Alfonso Soriano. Belts a breaky ball in the air to left field. Chase running out of room and right up against that padded fence. And on the other side.
Well, the Cubs need to pick it up offensively. We talked about it, scoring few runs on the road, 3rd fewest. Chew on this for a little bit. August 4th, they were tied with the Cardinals in the Central. Since then, 3-9.
The Cardinals heading the opposite direction.
Yeah, 6 games back.
And they only have 1 more series left with St. Louis. That is at St. Louis. September 18, 19, and 20.
You know, one of the few teams that the Cubs are going to be playing in that stretch that are worth, watching play or have a chance, because 33 of the final 45 games are teams below 500.
Yeah, the schedule
favors the Cubs.
In theory, does favor them.
But we know you got to play them all, right?
That's true. And as the Padres have shown the last 2 nights, even a team that's 20 games under 500 can come up and bite you. Outside is Soriano, a full count. Three-2 from Latos. Soriano did not start in the first game of the series. Last night, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. And a piece of the off-speed pitch.
You know, everybody has the nicknames now, like they take part of their first name and their last name, put it together.
Like you just did with ECAP a bit ago?
Yeah, you know how weird I am? Late in bed last night, you know what I came up with after this pitch?
Strikeout.
After our power play. Stay tuned.
2 down. Here is tonight's Energy Resource Center power player answer. Sammy Sosa leads the majors in 3 homer games with how many? 4, 6, or 8? The answer, it's 6 of them. 6 3-homer games.
Okay, I'm going to say the nickname, and then you guess who it is. Ready?
And this is, okay.
Dante.
Dante.
He was in our booth last night.
Oh, the first-round pick.
Donovan Tate.
And this is what you think about while you're lying in bed waiting to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You have an interesting mind. Dante for Donovan Tate. The second-round pick was here today.
Everett Williams, right?
Williams, yeah, took BP with the team. They were impressed with Tate. They were impressed with Williams. No, it's not really when those guys take BP, are they going to hit the ball out of the ballpark? It's kind of how they handle themselves, and each handle themselves very well. That's hit deep to center field off the top of the fence. Played well by Will, but Baker's at second. Jeff Baker, you talk about a guy that Found a home with a new team. Since the trade from Colorado, he has been red hot. And that double gives him a 9-game hitting streak.
It is amazing how guys change venues, change teams, and all of a sudden they just get a chance and they go off. And as you mentioned, that's exactly what Baker has done. He loads up on that off-speed pitch. It was right down the middle, and William does a nice job. That ball hits maybe 2/3 of the way up the fence.
Within a couple of feet of getting out.
Yeah, so if an outfielder goes back for that, tries to make the highlight catch, and that ball bounces by, you know, you never know what you're going to see. That ball's going to start rolling back towards the infield.
Then it's off to the races like
That's
we saw last night. Catcher Coy Hill. Into right field. It's a base hit. Coming around third. Here's the throw by Blanks to the plate. Up the line. The tag. Safe. Here comes Bud to argue. Well, if Blanco actually tagged him, where I think he did, they had him. But let's see. Did he actually tag him up the line?
Oh, he had him. His glove hit him in the back of the jersey.
Out.
Did you see the glove fold a little bit? That's going to be tough there. Going to get blinded by the top half. Tough to tell there, too. This might be the shot. Got him. Oh, well, you know
Maybe
what?
not.
I think he got him.
Very tough to tell, but apparently plate umpire C.B. Buckner thought he did not tag him.
Well, it was very close.
It's an RBI single for Coy Hill, and it gives the Cubs a 1-0 lead. He strikes on the pitcher Harden. Hill got credit for an RBI. Also,
look out!
Make his way back to first after that. But he'll take the ribby.
You know why I hate to see that happen? I don't like to see guys get hurt like that.
Strikeout of Harden ends the inning, but a little 2-out rally for the Cubs, and they chase in a run after an inning and a half. 1-0 Chicago.
Go green with your Padres on Saturday, August 22nd, as we take on the St. Louis Cardinals. and get your own Padres Go Green bag.
All fans get a free Padres Go Green bag presented by Cox Channel 4 San Diego. Get your tickets early and save by going online to Padres.com. 1-0 Cubs into the bottom of the second inning. The RBI base hit for Coy Hill. It is the 6, 7, and 8 batters. Venable, Blanks, and Blanco for San Diego. William leading off. Strike call, 1-1. 1 for 3 last night. He scored on the Blanks inside the park home run. That misses away. 2 balls and a strike.
You know what I thought was ironic also about Rich Harden starting tonight? Ryan Dempster started last night, right?
Correct.
Back-to-back nights when guys from BC, Canada started for the same team. And there was another great Chicago Cub pitcher from Canada.
Fergie Jenkins.
Yes, Hall of Famer.
Pretty good hack. The 3-1 pitch, now a full count. 3-2 to Venable, leading off the second. And the strikeout is the second for Rich Harden. 1 out. We'll bring up Kyle Blanks, who in his last at bat last night almost hit it out of the ballpark. And when he didn't, ran around the bases. By the time Fukudome got to it, eighth home run for Kyle Blanks.
We got the number 8 train going around the track, so we need the sound effects.
We have our own sound effects.
The train was, he was a lot of steam last night. Everybody had one of these as a kid, didn't they?
I had one.
I'm still a kid. Could you imagine, seriously, 20,000 people with one of those, and the big boy goes deep?
It may happen. Kyle pops out to the third baseman Ramirez, 2 outs. Well, let's just have our own little video race, shall we? Everett and Kyle.
By the way, if you're keeping count as far as the strides were concerned, Everett Cabrera beat him by 4 strides to second base. Not bad, though.
In the dirt to Henry. The 8 train, though, can get up and go.
Oh, yeah. And don't get in his way. He's like, like in the Midwest, those trains that are, out in the middle of Kansas and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
They got those things on it for the
cows, the cow catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get in his way.
One after the high fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Former Cub Henry Blanco leads back 3-1. Henry, a Cub from 05 through last year. .292 last season for Chicago in 58 games. 3-2 pitch. Just missed off that outside corner. A 2-out walk to Blanco will allow the pitcher Latos to bat here in the second.
See Harden kind of swinging the wing around there. Maybe just get that blood flowing a little bit. He's getting it up there about 94, 95 on the fastball.
One for 12 on the season for Matt Latos. And swinging off the end of the bat. Breaks it in the flip to the shortstop, Terrio. The force to end the inning. Walking a man left on. After 2 from Petco Park. 1-0 Cubs.
Afternoon games and get 2 tickets for the price of 1 in select seating sections.
Enjoy 2-for-1 prices on tickets and Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs on Wednesday, September 2nd at 12:35 with Padres 2-for-1 getaway days presented by Southwest Airlines. Latos back to the mound for the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 Chicago. Cubs scoring in the second on an RBI single from Coy Hill.
And the one pitch that hurt Matt Latos last inning was that hanging breaking ball too. Jeff Baker right down the middle of the plate, and he hit it well out to center field. So one bad pitch so far for Matt.
Top of the order, and Ryan Terrio. Single to center to begin the game. Strike call. Oh, 2 to Terrio. Breaking ball in the dirt. Terrio, Bradley, and Derek Lee in the Cubs' 3rd inning. Oof.
Pretty good pitch.
Inside.
One thing for sure, Matt Latos not afraid to pound the outside part of the plate and the inside part of the plate to righties and lefties alike. Trying to go back outside.
Shallow right. It's going to get over Eck. And Terrio's 2 for 2.
It's frustrating when you're a pitcher and you hit your spot, and Terrio just fights it off. A little duck snort into shallow right field. See if he hits a spot. You bet. That's exactly where Henry Blanco's glove went, and even a little lower at 93.
Right fielder Milton Bradley, strike one. Bradley batting in the 2 spot of the order, which really is where he has prospered this year. Getting 351 when in this spot in the batting order. Hooked into the glove of Blanco.
I find it hard to believe that Milton Bradley would really catch up. I mean, if he's looking for it and the count is right, but a good Matt Latos fastball, the inside part of the plate.
Just like that one.
A lot of guys, you know, going to have a tough time catching up with that pitch.
By Blanco, a ball and 2 strikes. Matt Latos, who began the season at Fort Wayne in the Midwest League, a pitcher for Fort Wayne last night, Simon Castro, threw a 7-inning no-hitter in Game 2 of a doubleheader, shutting out Dayton 6-0. Congratulations to Simon Castro.
Absolutely, that's right. Minor leagues doubleheader, 2 7-inning games.
Busting him in again, 2-2.
Heads up.
Into the first base seats. And while we are on the subject of the minor leagues, Edgar Gonzalez has reported to Lake Elsinore tonight. He has started his rehab assignment to play 5 innings, get 3 at bats or thereabouts. And it looks like Edgar's rehab will extend to September 1st when the rosters expand. Bud has mentioned.
That last pitch gives you a good indication of the live stuff from Matt Latos. That ball right down the middle of the plate, 2-2 count, and still Milton Bradley can't catch up to it. He is late. He fouls that one over the Cubs dugout.
Terrio on at first with nobody out in the Chicago third. Toast letting Terrio know he has not forgotten about him over there.
Let's see what Henry puts down here. Fastball away. Fastball in. I take that back. Sorry, left-handed hitter. But see, it goes back to that point I made earlier. Remember I said about guys missing with their fastball and still getting away with it because you've got some heavy fuzz?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened to Matt at the last pitch. He didn't get it down and in. It was up and away, and still Milton couldn't catch up to it. Change up? Yeah. Just don't throw it for a strike. Don't leave it in the zone. Speed up his bat. A lot of umpires in the crowd tonight. They want that one as a strike, but clearly off the plate.
3-2. Terrio was running in this circumstance in the first inning. He takes off. And that's foul behind the Cubs dugout.
Ryan Terrio is looking more like Danny Terrio from Dance Fever. A lot of dancing over there at first base. How about pulling that one out from like 1978? Remember Dance Fever with Danny Terrio?
That, yeah. 10th pitch of the plate appearance here for Bradley. Terrio runs, and it's high, ball 4. And the Beginning of the third looks a lot like the beginning of the first. A Terrio hit followed by a Bradley walk.
But second time around for Derek Lee. He punched out in the first inning. He knows the stuff of Matt Latos the second time around.
Fortunately for you, there's nobody here tonight with the last name of Cornelius, where you could use Don
Cornelius. Soul Train.
From Soul Train.
The Soul Train Scramble was my favorite part of that show. Nicely done.
Will William get there? He does. Winnable with the catch for the first out.
How about Derek Lee swinging at the first pitch offering, which is a breaking ball. And Matt Latos trying to mix it up a little bit. First pitch, breaking ball, inside part of the plate, and jammed him, popped him up. Got under it.
Away for cleanup hitter Aramis Ramirez, the third baseman. He belts one to the alley in left center field, and this is big trouble. All the way to the fence. Terrio and Bradley coming in. Bradley scores standing up. A two-run double for Ramirez, and it's 3-0. RBIs 35 and 36 for Aramis Ramirez.
Derek Lee swung at the first pitch. Breaking ball. He popped it up. Aramis Ramirez, first pitch. This one finds the gap.
Fukudome, the center fielder. All right, that's a big run at second base for many reasons, but especially the one I mentioned earlier. Remember about Rich Harden?
Oh, yeah.
When his team has scored 4 runs or more with him on the mound, he has never lost.
That is incredible. I mean, even hearing it again is remarkable. You know, I'm sure this is known to be true. Matt Latos would be the first to admit, you know, coming from Double-A and pitching at the big league level, you can't get away with those mistakes at this level. You might get away with 1 or 2, but consistently at this level, big league hitters are going to hurt you. And he knows that. It's going to be an adjustment.
Fukudome flying to left his first time up. And into right center field. And here comes Ramirez with the fourth Cubs run. 44th RBI for Fukudome. Aaron Ballsy will visit the mound.
Well, the thing you hate to anticipate is your starter not going deep into the game. Therefore, you have to reach into that bullpen and use those arms. And the more you use them, the more tax they get. They kind of get worn out. Nice to see a starter go deep, 7, maybe 8 innings. And Matt Latos kind of struggling here in the third. You see where that pitch was? Up and out over the plate.
Fielder Alfonso Soriano was a strikeout victim an inning ago. Four runs for the Cubs now on 6 hits. 3 of the hits here in the third inning.
Well, these Cubbies like to hack, huh? Derek Lee swung at the first pitch. Ramirez swung at the first pitch. Fukudome had a 2-1 count, so the count was in his favor. He put a good swing on it. And then Soriano swinging at a breaking ball, first pitch out of the zone.
That's not new news, though, for Soriano.
No.
Ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout for the second out. Soriano fans for a second time.
Good location of the fastball. He just challenged him. Soriano cannot catch up. Tied him up nicely.
Nito's throw now has to contend with Jeff Baker, who nearly hit one out. An inning ago in the second, doubled off the top of the fence in center field. And he had a pitch to hack at there. 96, foul tipped into the glove of Blanco.
Latos is ticked. He's rearing back and just throwing the fastball, challenging these guys. You know, hitting your spots at 96 and 97 is nice. I mean, who wouldn't love to do that?
Pretty difficult thing to do, I would think.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, I think if you throw 96, 97, challenge them from the get-go. Don't try to nitpick. You know, make the 2-strike pitch on the first pitch. Look at that. That ball's inner third of the plate, belt buckle high, and Baker's got no chance on it.
Foul tip takes it to 0-2. Inside with the fastball to Baker. .298 average on the year for Baker, but he's hitting right about .350 as a member of the Cubs. Blocked by Blanco. Cubs have not won here at Petco Park all season. Padres 5-0 against the Cubs here. But it's a 4-0 Chicago lead. Still early, though, top of the third. Nito's trying to get out of this top of the third inning. It's 2-2 to Baker.
Well, a lot of pitches, too, for Matty.
Broken bat. Back far to his left. Comes up with it. 7 men come to the plate. A 30-pitch inning for Latos. And the Cubs score 3 times after 2.5. 4-0 Chicago.
Hey kids, it's time to go back to school. So be at the ballpark Sunday, August 23rd at 1:05 and get a free Padres backpack.
All kids 14 and younger receive a free Padres backpack presented by Mission Federal Credit Union and can run the bases after the game. Top of the order, Cabrera leading off.
Well, the Cubs got that magic number, Mark Neely.
Well, they do. Again, Harden has never lost, and his team has scored 4 or more runs with him in the game. Shortstop Terrio. 1 out. Now, you can interpret that a couple of different ways. That doesn't mean that at times he hasn't given up the lead and gotten a no decision.
Right.
But he's never been beaten. And that doesn't mean that's going to hold forever. Tonight's the night that ends. We shall see. 1 out. The Padres' second baseman, David Eckstein. David in the first, fly to right. Makes the Cubs turn into a double play. Cabrera running on the pitch. Doubled up at first. Fastball outside. 2 balls and a strike. Shallow right. Baker out, and he's called off by Bradley. 2 away. Big appetite, small budget. Satisfy both with Saquon Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet. Now for only $10.
Well, shout out to former Padre at home, rooting on the troops. David Wells, the left-hander, propped up in the Barca Lounger, enjoying a social sparkler. And
is it true that he has just gotten back from Africa?
You know what?
Somebody told me that when we were in St. Louis, a friend of his.
I want to ask if he brought anything back.
I heard a rumor that he had been big game hunting.
The modern day Marlon Perkins,
so to speak, yeah. But he was not featured on Wild Kingdom, Mutual of Omaha. Line to left, and Soriano tracks it down. Adrian hit it well. But the Padres go in order in the third. Top of the fourth inning, it's time for the Aflac trivia question for tonight. Aflac! And our question is this: which All-Star second baseman was a JUCO teammate of tonight's Cubs starter, Rich Harden.
I think I know this one. He's in the other league, right?
I have no idea who this may be. I could think about it, but all-star second baseman.
Want to take a guess and write it down? Oh, don't look at the media guide.
Is it cheating to see where Rich Harden went to junior college?
Okay.
Central Arizona.
Yes.
JUCO.
It's in Coolidge, Arizona.
Coy Hill has an RBI base hit. One to the Cubs catcher. Hill, Harden, and Terrio in the Chicago fourth inning. Coy Hill, who played his college baseball at Wichita State.
Shocker.
Wheat shocker. Fifth strikeout for Latos and one away in the fourth.
You know, I might have to start calling Matt Latos Mongo because start making him mad. He's just going to get even, tougher to hit. He's just going right after these guys with the fastball and challenging them. Oh, don't shoot him. You'll just make him mad.
Harden lays down the bunt, barehanded by Kuz, and he makes that play very well and got the call at first.
He can make that play in his sleep. Gold Glover. It's a pretty good play. I think you should hang a star on that one. Very nice play, Kevin Kuzminoff.
I guess Kuz makes that play so routinely now that
are we becoming immune to it?
It's not worth a star.
Well, you know what? I appreciate it each and every day when he makes these plays. That's great.
We're not getting immune to it. We still appreciate it.
Absolutely. Marcus, that's another story.
Fouled by Terrio.
This is Dave during the inside the park home run the other night by Kyle Blanks. Actually, I stand corrected. That's during Sean Burrow's inside the park home run. Some things never change.
Yeah. He doesn't look any different 6 years ago.
Yeah. Looks like he could use a little chapstick.
2-1 to Terrio. He did not go, says Mike Everett at first. Terrio singled to center to begin the game, then he singled to right in the third and scored a run. Five-pitch walk. Latos is now walked 3. Actually, up to 80 pitches.
Yeah, you want to see 80 pitches, and, into the 7th inning, right? Or after 7?
They had a 30-pitch inning, an inning to go. Bradley's walked a couple of times and scored a run, making it the fastball. Nothing Cubs in the top of the 4th inning. Last few fastballs from Latos have been down from his normal velocity. Only around 90 as compared to the 96, 97 he was hitting earlier. Runner going, and that bounces past Henry, and with the slide in by Terrio, not able to advance to third. The steal for Terrio is 16th.
Did I just see Terrio do the old-fashioned pop-up slide?
Slid in feet first.
Yes. I like it.
That'll reach the seats.
Check out the pop-up slide. Love it. You could do so many things by doing that. First of all, you don't break a hand or a finger.
Yeah, or take a knee to the jaw.
You know, that's even a better point, Mark Neal. You're absolutely right. You know, you get a guy who's going to block the bag or something, they go down there with that knee, and all of a sudden, bang.
2-2 to Bradley. As he chase that off the outside corner. I think Milton Bradley may have literally spit on that pitch.
Really?
I think he looked at it and then spit on it. Which is the term the players use to say that they don't swing at it. Full count. This guy's already walked twice tonight.
86th pitch coming up.
And he just walked Milton Bradley for a third time. And Luis Perdomo begins to get ready for the Padres. Second visit tonight for Darren Balsley out there.
Boy, the workload, 86 pitches in only 3 2/3 innings. That's a long time out of the mound, and you know that means a long time out there for your defense.
Well, he retired the first two in this inning, but walked Terrio and now walked Bradley. And with Derek Lee coming up, into the order here with already a 4-0 Cubs lead. He has struck out and fly to center. First pitch Hackett fouled back. The 4 walks allowed by Latos. The most he has given up in a big league start. 3 had been the previous high, which he had given up each of his last 2 starts to the Mets and Cardinals.
Where'd that miss?
Maybe a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Trax will tell us. You know what? On the corner.
One to Lee. Well, 3 of the 4 walks given up by Latos have been to Milton Bradley. And you made the point earlier, it seemed like Latos' fastball, especially early in the game, in many ways had Bradley overmatched.
You got that right, Rascal.
Fastball foul back.
Fastball right there. Outer half, and Derek Lee couldn't catch up. Well, in 6 plate appearances tonight for Terrio and Bradley, 4 walks. That's not a good prescription.
And the top 2 guys have been up 6 times and reached all 6 times. Now the right field side. Foul.
When you get those arms extended by Derek Lee, and he can flirt with you down that porch 322 down the right field line.
Two on, two outs in the Cubs' fourth inning, and a 2-2 count on Derek Lee. Lee belts it deep. Left field. Henley back. Off the fence. Terrio in. Bradley will be stopped at third. It's a double for Derek Lee, and it's 5-0. '83rd run batted in for Derek Lee.
Looks like it was a changeup. You bet it was a hanging changeup, and Derek Lee thought he got it. Looks like D. Lee is in the home run trot, and then it's off the chain link. And a tough inning and a tough outing for the young right-hander.
Latos finished after 3 2/3. You can stop by Discount Tire for a free tire inspection and air gauge. And if you're not satisfied with one of their tires, please feel free to bring it back. Luis Perdomo will be the new Padre pitcher. This pitching change is brought to you by your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Summer gas prices are rising, and you can lock in $1.49 a gallon at SanDiegoHyundaiDealers.com.
It's Gumby. Gumby out of the bullpen. Luis Perdomo. Why Gumby? He's got a rubber arm. Let's face it. Loves to throw. Darren Balsley loves the stuff that Luis Perdomo has. He will give you innings. He'll give you back-to-back outings. He's durable. And he inherits 2 runners. Trying to hold it at 5-0 Cubs. Boy, 92 pitches for Matt Latos in 3 2/3.
Then Peter Aramis Ramirez doubled into his last time up.
Sometimes Luis has the tendency, like a lot of young pitchers with a good arm, try to overthrow a little bit. I know a lot of guys that fall into that category.
You were a bit that way, huh?
I would have to say yes. 20 years old, trying to throw it through a brick wall, trying to strike out guys on the first pitch.
That's really difficult to do.
It is. I don't think anybody's ever done that.
We'll check the record book, but probably not. Ramirez 3-1. 5 Chicago runs on 7 hits. Padres scoreless so far tonight on 1 hit and Adrian Gonzalez first inning single. Strike takes it full. To Ramirez. He reaches and fouls it away.
Tell you what, taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, what in the world is going on with the Metropolitans of New York?
You know, this has been going on a while with all their injuries and the pitching problems. They're not a very good baseball team, are they?
12.5 back, 15-2 losers to the Braves.
Liner to left field. Headley, late break coming in and makes a basket catch. But the Cubs had a run with a 2-out rally. They now lead at 5-0. Bottom of the 4th inning, and let's answer the Aflac trivia question for tonight. Aflac! Which All-Star second baseman was a JUCO teammate of Rich Harden? Ian Kinsler of the Texas Rangers. And Rich Harden's first pitch hit by Headley out of play left side. Former Padre Scott Hairston was also a teammate of theirs on the Central Arizona team. Headley, Kuz, and Venable in the San Diego 4th. Still a lot of baseball to play here tonight. 5-0 Chicago in front. Two balls and a strike. Chase walked in the first inning.
I know you'll know this, Mr. Neely, but what was the biggest deficit this year? Down 7-1? The Padres came back and won?
They've been down 6 a couple of times this year to come back and win. So it's not unprecedented. Down 5 here in the 4th.
And that's why I think the pitch count is overrated. Look at the ratio for Rich Harden. 26-28, right?
He's getting it done. He records his 3rd strikeout. That begins the 4th.
Well, when you're up 5-0, you can just challenge hitters, and that's exactly what Harden does. Throws the fastball, challenges Chase Headley.
Here is Coos. Strike ball on the outside corner. .500 average in his last 8. Under his hands, a ball and a strike. Oh for 1 tonight with a swinging strikeout in the 1st. He's the towering pop-up shallow center in the second baseman calling for Jeff Baker. Six in a row set down by Harden. The batter is Venable, the center fielder. Harden making his 2nd start of the season against the Padres. He also threw against San Diego May 12th at Wrigley. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. A walk, 5 Ks, was the winning pitcher. 6-2 Cubs was the final. Cubs swept that 3-game series at Wrigley. Padres then swept 3 here, with the Cubs scoring none, 1 and 2 runs in the 3 games. So a total of 3 runs in the 3-game series. And the Padres have taken the first 2 of this series. So San Diego has won 5 in a row against Chicago. But here in the final meeting of the year between these teams, 5-0 Chicago. And that's to the right side. Baker to the pitcher covering. With 4-1 put out, and Harden has set down 7 in a row at the end of 4 from Petco Park. Chicago 5, San Diego 0.
Our mid-game recap is brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. When you're ready to remodel your home, call the pros at Murray Lamper Construction. They've been improving San Diego's home since 1975. Get on the web to murraylampert.com.
Top of the 5th inning. Cubs have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters up, and Fukudome leading off. Outside from Perdomo, 2 balls, no strikes. Cubs did not score in the first. They scored 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth to lead at 5-zip. Fukudome singled in a run in the 3rd inning. No inside edge, 2-2.
Well, left-handers have been giving Luis Perdomo a fit, almost hitting 300 going into tonight's game at 295. Righties, he's making hay. 167 clip. Now, if he can bottle that against lefties, those numbers will get lowered from the left side of the plate. Nice pitch to Fukudome.
After falling behind, it comes back to strike out Fukudome, 1 away.
And what was the pitch? Oh, that's a slider. You see him wrap it down and in. I would say Luis Perdomo is a max effort guy. Every pitch, all out. Would you agree?
He's close to a 100% max effort guy, yeah.
Spike in the slider.
Yeah. Seen worse, but he's pretty much a max effort.
And I know
guy.
I always bring this guy's name up every time we talk about max effort guys, but first guy that comes to mind, Kevin Apier.
Oh, yeah.
From the get-go.
It was everything he had.
First pitch to his 120th pitch. When he had that big leg kick and then drop that arm back his back foot by the rubber and just come over the top and fall off to the side.
I'll tell you what, though, there was about a 4-year span. Apier was one of the better guys out there. That's to the alley in right center field. All the way to the warning track and to the fence. It's Soriano, who can run well, sprinting for third, and he's in with a slide. First triple of the year for Alfonso Soriano.
It's kind of hard to believe, huh?
Yeah, you could tell the amazement in my voice right there. I don't know. It is surprising with his speed.
He stayed on the slider from Perdomo. He went out and got it. Almost like he was fooled on that pitch, and he beats the defense. Splitting that gap. And the Padres trying to cut down that 6th run by bringing the infield in.
Believe it or not, Soriano did not have a triple all of last year.
Really?
He had 5 in 2007, so that's his first triple since 07.
Was 07 a contract year?
Well,
check that. Just out of
might be
curiosity.
right. Off Perdomo, but there's Eck with the infield in. Looks the runner back. Throws out Baker. 1-4-3 on the putout. Bring up Coy Hill. Of course, he signed a big deal.
Right.
He signed through 2014.
Gosh, 2014.
Well, 07 was actually the first year of the deal.
Oh, okay.
Because 06 was his last year, was his only year with Washington when he had 46 homers, 41 steals to join the 40-40 club. Had 41 doubles that year, too. So they'll put on Hill to bring up the pitcher. Soriano signed an 8-year deal in November of 06. 8-year deals. Take them when they're offered, huh?
Wow, no kidding.
8 years. 8 years.
Why would you give a guy that long of a deal? Seriously. I mean, let's call it like it is. Are you kidding me? You got to be
4 years is a long time, isn't it? 5 tops for an everyday player in his prime. 8. Well, you have a 40-40 year at the right time.
Yeah, but how old is he now? 29, 30?
Soriano is 33.
33. So they're going to be paying him that money when he's 36, 38.
Yeah, through 14. He's got 5 more years on the deal after this year.
At about $18 million?
Per, yeah, something in that area.
Hey, I guess good for him, huh?
Oh, great for him. Two and one count on Harden.
That's Brett Favre money. And that's another story.
Harden hits it hard and foul down the first base side. What Favre got $25 million for 2 years?
For 2 years. You know, if somebody threw it my way, I'd like to say that.
Well, you can't fault the player for taking it, can you? Absolutely not. That foul. First base umpire Mike Everett. I was wondering what that first call was going to be when he moved out of the way. That's Sinatra, first base coach. They're looking for a divot.
Look, now he's going to pull a Jimmy Connors over there, Matt Sinatra, and go over and show where the ball hit. That's a tough call for an umpire. This is a rocket. It's a foul ball. I got good call.
Yeah, it was foul. And then Harden, who flirted with an extra base hit, strikes out. No runs in the Cubs' 5th. Bottom of the order coming up for the Padres.
Down. Some great songs like I Told You So and Digging Up Bones. Get your tickets at valleyviewcasino.com. giveaways for the premier seating at the Rockstar Lounge, dinner at Black and Blue, and, of course, always the great buffet. Dial 1-866-VIEW-WIN. And you know what? September 12th, Three Dog Night is coming to Valley View Casino. I said Three Dog Night, not Three Dog Flight. Place is going to the dogs.
Going. It has. 5-0 Cubs to the bottom of the fifth inning. Rich Harden facing the bottom three, Blanks, Blanco, and Latos, or I should say the pitcher Perdomo. Latos, who went 3 2/3 innings tonight. Kyle 0 for 1 with a pop out to the third baseman Ramirez. Up and a miss, strike one. Now, what do you know is brought to you by Radio Shack. The Padres have now had 16 inside the park home runs in their history. 39 occasions when a player has hit 2 inside the park home runs in the same game since 1900 baseball history. Pitches and Blanks and the fourth strikeout victim of Rich Harden. Well, in 1997, Tony Gwynn inside the park grand slam. Past Brett Butler.
Brett Butler ate some grass on that one.
And the inside the park grand slam at Dodger Stadium.
$1997, huh?
It
12
was.
years ago. That's remarkable. There's Mr. Padre.
Henry walked in his first plate appearance.
Did you notice
half strike?
Did you notice how much skinnier everybody was back then?
A few pounds ago.
Yeah.
Not sure who you're referring to, but it's fouled back.
I'm talking about everybody.
It was 12 years ago.
Oh, looked like I could have lost a few lbs back then. Guys, oh, that was nice.
5, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Was it 1997? Okay, that's enough. 1997 is when the numbers in baseball started to kind of skyrocket a little bit, right?
Another strikeout, back-to-back Caves. 2 outs.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Perdomo.
I think Brett Butler had like an 18 waist in that video.
Perdomo 0 for 5 this season. The first cut he had.
Oh my.
A little late.
Don't get hurt.
Harden strikes out the side. And has retired 10 in a row. After 5, 5-0 Chicago. With Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet now for only $10. We headed to the 6th with the top of the order up for the Cubs. Terio's been on base all 3 times. A couple of singles. He's walked, scored twice, stolen a base. First pitch strike from Perdomo. Five 8-0 for Chicago. They've stranded at 7. Padres scoreless on 1 hit, that being an Adrian Gonzalez single in the first. And San Diego has stranded 3. Eck cheating a bit towards the middle and throws out Terrio. They get him for the first time tonight. Bill Murray was here tonight. Checking out his Cubbies. Cardinals, by the way, are leading the Dodgers 2-0 in the 5th. Cubs started tonight 6 games behind St. Louis. We'll see the Cardinals here tomorrow for the start of a 4-game series. Joel Pinheiro against Tim Stauffer. How to do the pregame show on the air at 6:30. Bradley walked all 3 plate appearances against Matt Latos. In the first, third, and fourth, he scored in the 3rd.
Well, Luis has got to back off a little bit, huh? Overthrowing. Falls off to the side quite a bit towards the first base side. Stay more in tune towards home plate with his momentum. There you go.
Hit deep to left. And Headley watches it sail into the seats for Milton Bradley. His 9th of the season. And the solo shot makes it 6-0 Cubs. Wow.
Oh, please. Save it. Fastball away. He's got to pop the other way.
He takes low. 2 balls, no strikes. What's the hand gesture all about?
I have no idea. I don't know what he's upset about. He's having a good day. 3 walks, scored a run, hit a home run. Winning 6-0.
And that's ripped to left. It's got topspin on it and caught by Headley. That ball was crushed by Derek Lee, and the topspin not only kept it in the ballpark, but allowed Headley to turn and make the catch.
I want to wait and see if. Yeah, well, he took a wrong turn. He played that into a nearly missed play.
Low to Ramirez. Ramos with a 2-run double in the 3rd is 1 for 3.
Oh,
That's crushed to left field, and Ramirez has his 10th of the season. Second solo shot of the inning, and it's 7-0. Cubs offense trying to make up for lost opportunities on the road here in this one game.
Yeah,
7-0.
We mentioned it, how the Cubs, third fewest runs scored on the road this year. You're right, they are making up. Well, they're capitalizing on some mistakes from the pitching staff. That ball was a definite hanger.
Three RBIs tonight for Ramirez. Gomez singled in a run in the third. There's a strike.
Yeah,
she got in front of it.
Nicely
Nice.
done.
Nice. Very nice.
That was a tougher play than the first one.
It was.
Good play. In between hop. I guess we can cancel that flight to Portland.
He's staying here.
Look at
Looking back. Perdomo skips over the bat. Makes the flip to Adrian. 1-3 to end the inning with solo shots from Bradley and Ramirez. 5.5, 7-0 Chicago. Bottom of the sixth inning, 7-0 Chicago. And the top of the order for San Diego. Everett leading off. Looks at a strike from Rich Harden. Harden at 76 pitches. Drops in the breaking ball, 0-2. Everett has been hit by a pitch. Hitting the left elbow in the first inning. And then the third popped out to short. Everett has started every game at short since he came off the 60-day disabled list.
You know, I know we'll never know what would have happened, but I mean, you and I saw it, right, in Philadelphia when he got hurt.
The team was 9-3.
Yep.
And he broke the hamate bone.
It would have been really nice to see Everett not get hurt and how he would have helped this team and what the team would have done. Who knows?
You're right. Because there were veteran guys that were sincerely shaken up and disappointed whenever went down with injury. There was a guy a week and a half into his major league career, never played above A ball, got hurt. And there were some veteran guys very upset when he broke his hamate bone. Well, Harden has now struck out the last 4 in a row, 7 overall. One out for David Eckstein. A high strike. Right now, Rich Harden's got it going.
Yes, he does. The pitch count at 82. And we mentioned it before, the ball strikes ratio, really overrated. I mean, look at the scoreboard. He's only given it 1 hit.
It was a first inning single by Adrian Gonzalez.
And basically a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, changeup. He'll slip in a fork ball once in a while. Works relatively quickly.
Right-handers 1-2. Fastball away. Well, the catcher, Hill, wanted it in. It was away, but still too close to take. And Eck fouled it off. Three and two. And Eck works the walk. A 1-out free pass. Ends the string at 11 in a row, retired by Harden. Wednesday is officially free and easy at the Del Mar Racetrack. Diamond Club members enjoy free stretch run admission, free reserved seating, and a free program. Plus, enjoy half-price domestic draft beers, sodas, and hot dogs at select stretch run concessions.
7 3-ball counts for Harden. All of those 3-ball counts have gone full.
Adrian has the only San Diego hit, a single to right in the first. Hit the ball hard his last time up in the third, but lined out to the left fielder Soriano. Oh, 1-2. Baseman Ramirez well off the line. The other middle infielder shifting.
He's in the Bill Dickey stance. You see that? He wanted to pitch up above the belt buckle. Bill Dickey wore number.
He wore the same as Yogi.
Right. Number 8.
8, yeah.
Retired twice. And Adrian gets a pitch up.
I see your Bill Dickey and raise you a Mickey Cochran.
Nice.
The 0-2 pitch.
Mickey Cochran, Detroit Tigers?
At the end of his career,
At the end of his
Philadelphia Athletics.
Right.
He's a player manager for the Tigers.
Yeah. How about Brett Favre?
That was subtle.
Go home. Enjoy your kids while you're young, while you can still walk. You know, there was an analyst on ESPN, I believe. They had footage of the owner's plane landing in St. Paul that Favre was on. He had a great line as the plane was coming in on the runway. The ego has landed.
The ego.
Thought it was pretty good.
To first, Derek Lee. Terrio to the pitcher covering. 3-6-1. Derek Lee has a few of his own Gold Gloves. Shows why there. Give yourself a good name by Aflac. We've got you under our wing. And by the North County Transit District. From North County, take the coaster train to every home game at Petco Park. Glad to have you with us tonight. Mark Neely, Mark Grant.
Yeah, it looks like Luis Perdomo is going to take one for the team, huh? Eat up some innings so you don't have to go down to that bullpen.
2 1/3 so far as he begins the 7th, and Soriano fouls it off. Left side, and Cabrera. High, but Adrian holds the bag. Second baseman Jeff Baker has doubled and scored, 1 for 3. Wave and a miss. Pirates beat the Brewers again tonight. A couple of rough days in Milwaukee, getting beat by Pittsburgh, and Brett Favre going to go play for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Tough day in Packerland. How crazy are those 2 Viking Green Bay games going to be this year, though?
I'm just hoping Bobby Douglas comes back and plays for the Bears this year.
Hey, how's Cale Sayers' knee? Is that thing healed up finally? Let's get him back.
Sure.
Kansas Comet.
That's right. He was from Kansas.
Went to the University of Kansas, yeah.
Wasn't he athletic director at Southern Illinois University for a while?
That I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell at all. To short and Cabrera. Kenny Baker for the second out of the 7th. You know who was associated at SIU, though? I believe his former St. Louis Cardinal quarterback, Jim Hart.
Really?
Yeah. Perdomo's gotten the first 2 in the 7th. Catcher Coy Hill has an RBI base hit.
Well, I have to admit it. Grown man, when I watch Brian's song, I cry. Got to admit it.
Who doesn't? I mean,
yeah.
Nobody's got the heart of stone, do they?
Great flick. Jimmy Kahn played a great Brian Piccolo.
Every time you hear the song.
Oh, yeah.
Brian's song. Perdomo trying to set the Cubs down in order for the first time tonight.
Brian Piccolo, Wake Forest. Demon Deacon, right?
Great guy.
Mm-hmm. Remember the scene when he had to sing the fight song in front of everybody because he was a rookie and the guy put the mashed potatoes on his seat when he sat down? All part of the fun at training camp up in Lake Forest.
Louis has his sign, and now we're ready with the 2-2. Got him. Second strikeout, and Perdomo does indeed set the Cubs down in order for the first time tonight. Time to stretch at Petco. 7-0 Chicago. Fan Diego, the ceiling fan store with 4 locations. Check out fandiego.com for ceiling fans. Go to Fan Diego. And tonight's Fan Diego fans of the game include Charles Beckler.
A surprise party for me. Get out of here. Everybody's coming over to my place, all right?
Out of time.
Did you know Caddyshack, which Bill Murray starred in, he and his brother, Brian Doyle Murray, they actually caddied as kids up at a golf course in the Chicagoland area, and that's what they base Caddyshack on. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the summer jobs as kids.
Lee takes it himself. One out in the last of the 7th. You know, for a movie as great as the original Caddyshack, I don't think I've ever seen Caddyshack 2 or whatever it was called.
Don't. Please. Do yourself a favor. Caddyshack, the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah.
Caddyshack 2, the worst movie ever made.
Who was in it?
Jackie Mason, Dan Aykroyd.
Not Bill Murray, though, huh? Or
Yeah,
was Bill
Aykroyd played the his part in Caddyshack 2. It was a tired, just bad. Nobody can replace Bill Murray. And I guess he and Chevy Chase butted heads during that, the making of that film. A lot of it was just ad lib.
Hey, who was telling us the other day that Chevy Chase was going to be the original drummer of Steely Dan?
Yeah. I forgot who told us that. Hey, in fact, there's Jim Hendry. Did you mention that? Right
The Cubs GM right there.
Right there.
Right behind him. In the light blue shirt.
So Bill sitting with the Chicago Cub brass tonight. I think that's Scott Nelson to his right. Scott Nelson is the director of baseball administration for the Chicago Cubs on the right.
8 strikeouts now for Rich Harden. Still only one San Diego hit tonight, that being Adrian's single to right in the first inning. And Harden sitting right at 100 pitches. Each inning for the Padres tonight has been Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Hey, good, nice one. I got you. I get where you're going there.
Okay. Two and 0.
Hopefully the Padres can maybe come back in this one and not get Scrooged. Remember Scrooged? The Christmas flick that Bill Murray was in?
Oh, yeah. Broken bat. One hopper. Terrio. Little made it close. And San Diego down in order. 7-0 Cubs at the end of 7th. Big appetite, small budget. Satisfy both with Supply Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet. Now for only $10. The pitcher for San Diego is Ryan Webb.
Well, it's kind of ugly here in the top of the 8th inning as the Cubs lead 7-0. And Luis Perdomo, he took one for the team there. He came in the 4th inning, got an out. So he goes, according to my bookmark, nearly 3 1/3.
Indeed. Gave up the 2 solo homers. Pitcher spot due up to lead off the Chicago 8th inning, and they're going to bat for Hardin with Mike Fontenot.
Looking at my bookmark, Luis Perdomo only 1 walk. That was the intentional walk.
And struck out 3.
Yeah.
Strike to Fontenot. Rich Hardin's night finished. He went 7 innings, no runs, 1 hit, a first inning single by Adrian. Walked 3, struck out 8. We mentioned at the top of the telecast how Rich Hardin, in 39% of his career starts, has allowed 1 or no runs. And he adds to that tonight.
Well, I know it was the first inning, but the Padres had some base runners in the first inning. It started with the hit batsman of Everett Cabrera, but Hardin buckled down and struck out Kuzminoff to end that first inning. And then after that, only 2 base runners, and those were walks. And there was a fielder's choice by Latos also, but Padres couldn't even sniff base runners.
Strike out of the pinch hitter Fontenot. Yeah, Hardin really was in command throughout. Best scoring chance for the Padres was in that first inning. Top of the order for the Cubs, which has been very effective tonight. Ryan Theriot, 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a walk, 2 runs scored. Theriot and Bradley, 1-2 in the order. They've been up 8 times and reached 7. Now 4 of those have been walks, with 3 hits, including a solo home run from Bradley. Two-one to Ryan Theriot. While in the batter's box. Well, now nobody on in the Chicago 8th inning. Count holding it 2-2 on Theriot. Webb. Over to Adrian, 2 down. That'll bring up Milton Bradley. Apparently there's a few folks really been giving Milton some grief from the stands tonight. I can only assume that's what the kind of the hand gesture was after the home run, kind of like talk, talk, talk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For the fans that have been giving him some grief.
I guess it goes with the territory, huh?
Breaks his bat, pulls a foul. This is a hand gesture after hitting the home run.
You know why?
That just kind of eggs them on even more, doesn't it, the fan?
Exactly.
Because if you're reacting to them, then the heckler knows that you're hearing him. Fastball didn't miss by much, a ball and a strike. Been a good night for Milton Bradley. He's reached base all 4 times up. 3 walks and a solo homer. Spins away from the inside fastball. Webb bringing it up there, upper 90s.
A lot of pitchers this year. That's the way they've been pitching. Milton Bradley trying to pound him inside. Breaking ball. Yes, he did.
And Wolf disagrees at third.
Oh, if he hits it, it's a double. Look at how far the barrel head went out in front. If he hits that, it's a fair ball. What do you think?
He did go around there.
Absolutely, he did.
3-2 pitch.
See ya.
Webb sets him down in order, striking out 2, getting Bradley looking. Blanks leads off when we return. Let's see winners for tonight. The pitcher for the Cubs is Aaron Heilman.
Aaron Heilman, the right-hander out of the bullpen for Lou Piniella. A sinker, slider, breaking ball, low 3/4 arm angle, and an occasional change up at times. High on the walks. You can get erratic. 31 walks and 54 and a third. So I think a good opportunity for the right-hander here with a 7-0 lead. He's going old school, too, on the pants and the stirrups.
Mm-hmm. I know you like that.
Going straight Dennis Lamp. Late 70s Cubs right-hander.
A-Train leaning off. Blanks pop to third and Fan.
There's that slider from Heilman. He got a funky arm delivery. Big kid out of the University of Notre Dame.
Cam Kiley pops it up. And come down behind the mound and in the glove of the second baseman Baker. He gets the leadoff man. Cubs leading here 7-0. Cardinals leading the Dodgers 2-1. LA batting bottom of the 7th. Florida lost to Houston tonight while Phillies beat Arizona 8-1. Cliff Lee, complete game win. He is now 4-0 with the Phillies. That's been a nice pickup for them.
He's pulling a CC Sabathia, isn't he, in Philly? What CC did last year?
So far, yeah. I think he's won all of his starts to this point.
Wow. It's amazing what one guy in the rotation, acquiring one guy like a Cliff Lee turning around can do for that club. Because remember, we saw the offense, but it was the pitching that was right.
Right.
Oh my.
There's a lot going on there. Masks, phone conversations. 0-2 pitch.
Philly's about middle of the pack as far as ERA is concerned at 4.25 as a team.
Open up a 5.5 game lead now in the National League East. Rockies won. So did the Giants. Giants shut out the Reds 1-0. Zito and the Giants bullpen combined on a 2-hit shutout of Cincinnati. San Francisco is still a game behind Colorado in the wild card. Henry to left center. Soriano to the warning track. Two down. Wednesday is officially free and easy at the Del Mar Racetrack. Diamond Club members enjoy free stretch run admission, free reserve seating, and a free program. Plus enjoy half-price domestic draft beers, sodas, and hot dogs at select stretch run concessions. Pitcher spot due up, and Gwynn will be the pinch hitter. Back to the mound, and Heilman. Padres have only one hit through 8. That came in the first. This game going to the 9th with D. Lee to lead off. Hey, time for the Subway $5 footlong fan poll. Your chance to win Subway's Big Night at the Ballpark and monthly Subway footlong feast. Text Subway to 269-411 now for your chance to win it. Tonight's question: what season will Donovan Tate play with the Padres? Subway Eat Fresh. Well, 11, 12, or 13. And here is Joe Thatcher.
Well, Joe Thatcher has been on the Express from Portland to San Diego. This is his third stint with the big league club. And you know what? That's tough for a kid. Going back and forth, back and forth. But only 2 runs over 12 innings in 14 games since returning from Portland.
Lee Ramirez and Fukudome in the Cubs' 9th. There's a strike. As far as Donovan Tate, and of course, certainly no guarantee a first-round pick makes the major leagues. You certainly hope he will and can be a productive everyday player.
Wow.
Strike out of Lee for the first out. Well, to tell you what, 2013 may seem like a long way away, but in reality, that would be for a high school kid.
Yeah. Soriano's to be getting paid. Seriously, though, with the way young players these days, if you produce in the minor leagues, you can be on the fast track up, depending on what position you play.
Now as Ramirez takes a strike. But there just don't seem to be, there are very few Ken Griffey Jr. type guys that are playing in the big leagues at 19 or 20 years old. Maybe Donovan Tate's one of those type of guys, but maybe more realistically, he shows up here at 12 to 13. Ramirez fans and Thatcher. Quick work of Lee and Ramirez here tonight.
You bet. Punch out, punch out. Joe Thatcher being very aggressive here. See, but this is the way, and Joe knows this, this is the way Joe needs to pitch when it's a 1-run game or a tie game or a situational type when a lefty comes up to the plate.
Right at him.
In the 7th inning.
Breaking ball strike to Fukudome. Slap foul. We've seen 20 combined strikeouts tonight. 12 from Padres pitching. Rich Harden fanned 8 Padres hitters. Here's Thatcher flirting with striking out the side of the 9th. On the left field side, Cabrera on the run. Lower 2 back.
De La Cruz almost making the play. In fact, he's wearing number 11, and Ivan DeJesus, former shortstop for the Cubs, is in uniform with the Cubs as one of the coaches. A lot of Cub fans here tonight. He got
Joe Thatcher strikes out the side in the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Padres in the top of the order coming up. Time for the Cabot Wood State legendary performance. And on this date, August 19th in 1970, the Cubs and the Padres were playing, and they combined to set an NL record by hitting 7 solo home runs, 6 by the Cubs, 1 by the Padres, and the Cubs 12-2 win. Sean Marshall takes over for Chicago here in the bottom of the ninth.
Got a lot of catching up to do. Down by 7 in the ninth, and the lefty Marshall out of the bullpen. The second lefty, I should say 2 lefties down there. John Graybo being 1 lefty. And Sam Fold goes out to left field.
Strike 1-2, Cabrera. Padres have only 1 hit in this game. That came in the first inning. A single to right for Adrian Gonzalez, who's due up 3rd in the ninth. The breaking ball from Marshall is low.
Boy, good breaking ball from Marshall.
Check swing. He appealed at first. Emmett been hit by a pitch, popped to short, and struck out 0 for 2. 2-2 for Marshall. Sean Marshall has struggled in his last 3 appearances. About 8 runs in his last 5 2/3 innings. That's a big cushion here in the ninth. High chop. And no way to get to Speedy Cabrera. So just the second San Diego hit. And their first since the first inning.
Didn't Everett Cabrera have a hit like this the other night? Hitting off a home plate.
Chopped one off the plate, yeah.
And this one off of home plate. You can see the dust off the plate, and he beats it out.
That was in the 3rd inning last night off Dempster when he did that. Can't go for 2 with a walk. Strike 1. Dodgers have tied the Cardinals. That game's 2-2 now in the 8th in LA.
Hey, that's a game that you hope goes extras, right?
Burn up that Cardinal bullpen for the
Redbirds flying to town.
On the right field side foul. You talk about a team Padres owe some payback to. Not only for this year.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis.
Hopefully that game goes about 14. They burn up the bullpen, and then they catch some construction coming down the 5 at about 2:30 in the morning.
Towards 3rd foul. So the Cardinals have signed Smoltz.
He might pitch Sunday.
That's the talk. Now, right now, they still have Mitchell Boggs slated to start here Sunday. But, yeah, I don't think it's totally out of the question that Smoltz could pitch here at Petco Park on Sunday. We'll have to see how that plays out. Another 0-2. It kicks off Hill, and Cabrera will go to second on a wild pitch. Eck. And Ramirez comes down with it for the first out.
At first, I thought Ramirez was going to jump a little bit too early on that ball. Take a look.
I think he did, didn't he?
Or a little bit too late.
Yeah. Almost came out, though.
Yeah.
Ramirez making the play for the first down of the night. Adrian takes down and away.
We just received word from the truck that according to ESPN.com, the general manager for the St. Louis Cardinals, Joe Maziliak,
John, yeah.
said that John Smoltz will in fact start Sunday.
So it's official now. Adrian left center field. And Full just into the game makes the catch. 2 outs. And the Padres down to their final out. Bring up Headley. On the way, Edgar rehab tonight down at Lake Elsinore. Went 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run. Edgar Gonzalez. His first rehab game. Chase 0 for 2 with a walk. There's pitch strike. Padres. Banker being shut out for the 10th time this year. And the 4th time at home. Fouled back down to their last strike. And here comes a strike away from ending. It was a 6-game losing streak actually at Petco dating back to last year. Foul, bounced up. Well, they hit him in the batting helmet. Oh, 2 from Marshall. So he's staying alive. Busting him in again, and Chase fouling it again. Chase walked to the first, fan to the 4th. Routed out to the first baseman Derek Lee in the 7th. 0 for 2. Trying to keep the Padre hopes alive in the bottom of the ninth. They're trailing 7-0. Up the middle and into center. Here comes Cabrera, and the Padres get on the board. .46 run batted in for Chase Headley. The Padres do not want to go quietly into that good night and break the shutout attempt.
Well, being in the hole 0-2 battling and has to go after that low pitch. It's a breaking ball from Marshall. Marshall's thrown in for strikes early. Trying to bury it late. Doesn't bury it enough.
Check swing, kicks to the right of Hill. Staying at first is Headley. Couple of strikeouts, and he's popped out to second, 0 for 3. Outside to Coos, 2-0. Headley takes off, and fielder's indifference allows him to take second. Padres down to their last strike once again. Two to Kuzminoff. Foul down the right field side.
Last couple hitters, what a Luke Appling is going on. A lot of foul balls, hanging tough.
And Marshall has thrown 25 pitches already here in the ninth.
Hanging tough like Brett Favre.
Cubs win it 7-1, though the Padres do take 2 of 3 in this series. And the Padres do get a run in the ninth to avoid being shut out. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back and wrap things up from Petco Park after this.